G'day, this is Greg Layton from Chief Maker and the Inner Chief podcast. If you want to become the chief of your career in life and take the big plunge, check out the Boss to Boss podcast with my great mate, Miro Wieslow.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Boss to Boss. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum. Cool intro music. I wish I could do it like with my mouth, or yeah, that'd be pretty cool, I guess. But anyways, here we are. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Rants and recaps R&R. Another week, another amazing week. Sorry for the delayed episode this week. I've been under the weather. I don't know if it's just like the post, coming back from paradise, aka Hawaii, being here in in this gloomy, gray Chicago. Which the more I travel, the more it opens up my eyes to other parts of the world, and the more it makes me think that long term Chicago is not my home. I mean, I guess that's a bad way to put it. Chicago will always be home. I've been here since 5 years old. 29 now, and yeah, that's most of my life. So it's always going to be home no matter what. Too many memories, too many friends, too much family here. It's going to be like that no matter what. But will it be a place that I continue living the rest of my life? I don't think so. I mean, what am I saying? I know so. I'm definitely going to continue this life later somewhere else down the road. It's just a matter of if, not when. That's just something, that I made up that decision in my mind, and that's something that I'm going to make sure it happens. I'm going to see that decision from here all the way through. But that's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen anytime, like right now, anytime soon. So don't worry. I'm not just going to get up and leave. I have too many things going on here right now, especially family. My now fiance lives here too, and most importantly, she'd kill me. I have Hodgepodge, and it's a business that I devoted 2 years almost now of my life to, and we've grown so much, and there's so many people that I work with, so many people that we employ here, that I wouldn't just get up and leave unless there was somebody else, or unless I still had control of it, while I was somewhere else, or that we get to the point that we're expanding into a different city, into a different state, something like that, where somebody's fully taken over Chicago and I could go and start up a different location. So that's kind of the plan. Like I wouldn't just get up and leave and quit Hodgepodge. We'll see what happens. Only time will tell. We've experienced such tremendous growth, and it's starting to feel more and more like it's a part of me. It's a part of my identity. Like at first when I started up this business, it was more like, hey, maybe this thing will work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm not sure. Just like when I started up this podcast. Check out these new shirts, by the way. Not shits, new shirts. Boss to Boss with Miro Wieslow. Like we are slow, though we really, really aren't. If you're listening to the podcast, you can't see it, but you can check it out on Facebook or YouTube. By the way, our subscriber growth is growing on YouTube, so be sure to check that out. Just type in Boss to Boss. If anything, you might have to type in my name as well, just because there's still a lot of searches out there for the word boss, just naturally. One in particular, horrible bosses. Yeah, they had a little bit of a bigger budget than we do, just a little bit more. So they're still sometimes showing up ahead or more often in certain things, but we're getting up there. I think on Google now, if you search for us specifically, we're actually number one, I believe, in some of the results. So that's nice. So shout out to Steve Wiley and the rest of Intrinsic Marketing for making that happen. But yeah, back to kind of full circle. I feel like the growth that's happened over these last 2 years since I started Hodgepodge with my business partner. It's like it's a part of me now. It's like an everyday thing. It's like I'm associate. It's like everybody looks at me. They're like, "Oh, how's that biz? How's that going?" Anybody now with a move, some kind of storage needs, anything with removal, donating, repurposing, they're contacting me. It's like it takes a certain amount of time, especially for all you that run businesses or anything you do, anything, any passion, any hobby. It takes a certain amount of time for people to realize that you're not messing around. You're here for real. You're here to win it. You're here to make it happen, and you're here to help them with something that you have built, something that you are good at, something that your crew is good at, because you can't be good at everything, as I've mentioned numerous times. You know, I'm not the best mover in the world. I'm not the best, I don't know, not the best delivery man, I guess, in the world, or driver. But one thing I could do, and that is, you know, I could crunch some numbers. I could sell a thing or two, and I could represent the business and grow it and kind of like guide the development. That's my strong suit, and that I know, and that I'm learning over time. You know, put me in front of a customer, put me in front of someone, and I'll figure it out. You know, I'll be able to talk to them. I'll be able to make things right, no matter how bad. For the most part, there's always going to be a nightmare situation, no matter what. And what I'm trying to say is that if you are starting something, if you are doing something, if you are in the middle of it, and it's still early on, heck, it could be longer. You know, maybe I got lucky with the 2-year thing. I know some people take it longer before they start getting recognized, and people start trusting them and associating them with that line of work. So I know that certain industries take a certain amount of time, and it depends how much, you know, money you have, how quickly you grow, what kind of marketing strategy you have. But just know to stick through those times. Stick through those moments of weakness, those moments when people are like, why should I choose you for my advertising needs, you know, for my Facebook ads management, or my my bakery needs? Why should I choose you? There's, you know, 50, 100 other guys I could, you know, companies I could go to. Why should I choose you? Just be patient, you know, put your head down, and I guess keep your head up. That's probably the right way to say it. Keep your head up and just keep going, because the time will come when people start realizing and their heads start turning, and they go like, oh, you know, it's 6 months now. It's 12 months now. 18, 24, 72. And they're still around. I'm seeing, in Hodgepodge's example, I'm seeing their trucks all around the city. I'm seeing they have 3 facilities now. I'm seeing that there's there's employees there, not just contractors. Oh, wow. Like, they're not messing around, you know. Maybe I should give them a call. Maybe they could actually help me out. Maybe I don't have to call the big guys anymore. You know, they are here trying to make a difference. They're not just throwing everything out. They're not just constantly buying new products. They're repurposing, recycling as much as possible, and they're a one-stop shop. You know, maybe I should give them a call. And then when they give you that call, those are the ones. Those are the ones that we really have to focus on. Because when you get a friend, when you get that friend of a friend, when you get that ex-coworker, ex-girlfriend, whoever it is, those are the keys. Those are the keys to the city. Those are the keys to their neighborhoods. Those are the keys to their inner circles. Those are the keys that we have to capitalize on as business owners, as anybody in a line of sales or business, whatever it is. Because if you can gain their trust, if you can show them that you really are who you say you are on paper, if you can back that up, if you can not just, you know, do the walk or do the talk, do the walk as well, all that good stuff, that's when the major breakthroughs happen. You do a good job for a friend of a friend, then think of how many other friends they might have. Think of the other friends that their friends might have. And then that's where exponential growth happens. That's when people start realizing, you know, this company, these people here, they're not here to mess around. They're here. They're doing a great job. They're doing a better job for the environment, for the world. And, you know, they're relatively priced just like everybody else. So why should I go with somebody that's not going above and beyond in certain aspects when I could go with this company here and they're doing all these X and Y and Z things, like giving back, like donating every single week, no matter what. You could go on our Facebook and see that every single week since we started. And if we missed a week or two, because early on I was handling a lot of that and I was trying to juggle 20, 30,000 things at once, we went ahead and did like a triple or quadruple donation in the very beginning if we missed a week, for example. And yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm not over here saying I won it, I did anything like that, because I sure as hell didn't. If that was the case, I'd be over here walking around with maybe I'd actually move out of my girlfriend's, or shit, my excuse me, my fiance's mom's basement. A word is still new to me. Yeah, so clearly I'm not killing it myself. The business might be doing pretty good and we're growing, but that doesn't mean we're still making like a full profit, because everything is getting reinvested. We went from this time last year, still 1 truck, to now 6 trucks. So that's what we're doing. We're thinking bigger picture here. So it's not always about the profits right away, especially if you're looking bigger picture and you want to grow it, you want to make a bigger impact. Quantity, quality, right? Everything comes into play. So it's a combination of everything. I know I said I was going to mention a few more things about the whole proposal and whatnot. I'm kind of running out on time for this episode. I'm going to continue with a little bit more. We're going to do I think I'm going to be doing, stay tuned. There's going to be an episode where kind of Steve Wiley and I do an episode a little more interview style. He's going to ask me a few questions and let me break it down of how some things went. So maybe at that episode. So stay tuned. That's going to be probably the next week's episode. We're going to do a little bit something different. Instead of having an interviewee on, either we're going to do like an interview more, I guess, of me. Well, me and Steve will kind of interview each other a little bit, just to kind of catch you all up on where we're at, where things are going, where things are headed. So I'll break down more detail there, because I know a lot of you've been asking, and everybody I see, everybody I hang out with, that's what everybody asks. And there's actually going to be a teaser video that's eventually going to come out as well. So stay tuned for that. So a lot of good stuff. Life's been different. Life's been crazy, because a month ago I envisioned something happening. I wasn't sure, maybe not, or maybe more than a month ago now, 2 months, 3 months ago. And now next thing you know, I'm over here and we're looking at venues, because everything's already booked up for next year. So life changes. Life throws curveballs at you. It's all about how you adjust and how you prepare, and whether or not you can sit back, relax, and actually hit the curveball and not swing right away like it was a fastball. If you're in baseball or you follow baseball, you would know that reference. So yeah, curveballs, they're there and they'll get you. Just be ready to bounce back, and you're gonna fall down. You're gonna fall down, and I still constantly fall down. I'm probably gonna fall down later today, but I'm gonna get back up, and I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for the next episode, and I'm gonna be here talking with you amazing listeners, every single one of you. So let's connect. Let's connect on Facebook. Check out the group, Boss to Boss. Just search the community. We're there on Facebook. You can connect further, talk to us more about everything that's going on. Interested in starting up a podcast? We'll be talking about that as well, so stay tuned. Awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be talking again shortly. Hope you crush the rest of this week and the weekend, and we'll be talking again soon. Peace.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bosstoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.